You guys from Belize? Oh, I dated this Belize woman one time. She was a really nice lady, but I broke up with her. And we go, why? What happened? And he goes, she wanted to get married. And in my old age, I'm like, I'm not. He was in his late 50s at that time. You were in your 30s, and I was in my 20s, right? And he said, and I tell this woman, Lord, don't lay here no more. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients. I gotta hold on to... I gotta hold on to Joe to crawl into this bench because the table locks it in. Hey guys, Joe's with me today to do a mukbang. Let's do our thumbnail first, Daddy. Grab your plate. Okay, don't look at the TV screen. Look up at the camera lens and smile pretty. Don't blink your eyes. That probably looks stupid. All right, we got it? Okay, so what Jada said this thing there again?
I don't know. I'm hungry, people.
Egg in a basket? Egg in a basket.
That's
So
not a basket.
I'm gonna do a
That's not a basket. Egg in a bread.
Egg in a
Slice of
bread. So I did my over easy egg and I cut out a hole in the bread, and then I cooked it on both sides slowly. It took long. It took longer, Joe. Joe got a couple pieces of this. What? This has summer sausage or something, right? It's not summer, but he got some summer sausage at Costco. And
It's not a Costco.
oh, you didn't get it at Costco?
Ralph's.
Not bad. Ralph's? What in the heck were you doing at Ralph's?
I went over there find
Let me mute this thing, huh?
if I find the bison meat. I find it, but it's ground beef.
Okay.
I never wanted ground beef. I wanted just the meat. So I never buy it. And I see this, so I said, okay, I might want to pick this up. And that's the way I get this.
I'm trying to find the name of. Why is this thing not playing? I'm trying to open a message from TikTok.
Find the name of what?
I want to find the name of this person I want to talk about. But every time I open it, this little girl comes up. Who the hell is she? Oh, Lord. Anyways, I'm going to look it up if anything. So, yeah, well, does TikTok do that for you? Like you try to open a thing somebody sent you in a text, but then it opens into somebody else's TikTok? Open the app.
That's the
Well, I'm off to go back to it. Well, don't worry about oh my God, I cannot stand when Joe tells me to go to bed or eat your food, because that stuff just annoys me. I'm grown.
I'm trying to help you.
If I want to eat cold food, they used to call me cold peck. Because I used to eat the food cold. Even the split peas I used to eat cold. No, I can't stand it.
She moved too slow for me, people. I can't stand it. If we're gonna move, we gotta move now. Move, let's move. She gonna put it up, gonna wait. She's gonna do this, gonna do that. By the time she finishes it, man, we're gonna give up. I can't cope with that. If I say I'm gonna do this now, we're gonna leave this hour, we're gonna leave.
No. Not throw that in there. Not throw that in there. Because I don't do that. I leave on time. I get ready on time. I get up early. I get ready on time. I go on time. You better not throw that in there. Listen,
when she was younger, but now you see the oldness taking place.
Stop looking at yourself. Look at the lens.
You see the oldness taking place. She started.
How can you be doing this thing with me for 9 years, 10 years, and you can't figure out look at the lens?
She started to get slow.
No.
She go when she leaving, the bag got all kind of stuff in there one that you don't even need.
I almost spit out my food because that's what I wanted to say. I have camera and gear. And then when I done pack my whole bag with all the cameras and the gear and everything, and the battery and the charging stuff and everything, guess what I forgot home? My cell phone.
When you go on the ride, the only thing I take with me is a piece of tissue because...
Stop lying.
Yeah.
You never take no tissue.
Sometimes I take it. But
You have tissue in your bag?
Because
You have tissue in your bag so I can get some tissue for my eye to cry.
That's the only time I cry when I'm going because the wind started.
For real, Joe never cries. And you see how he's spicy today? It's been 1 month. Today is the 19th. It's been, Joe got diagnosed with you know what on the 16th. I got diagnosed on the 17th of October. Man, me not like this thing though, Joe, because it's kind of hard to flip the bread before the egg is firmed up, and then by the time the egg firm up, the egg, you don't have a lot of juice left in the egg.
You can flip it before then, no?
Well, it's hard for me to do it. I don't know a video on it. When he had Miss Rona's, you couldn't hear a peep out of him. We were worried. No, you can't shut up.
I was just resting.
You rest when they're dead, you know.
Okay, I say. Can't run from that one day, gonna happen anyway. So don't sit back feeling, oh, I don't want to. Live your life until that happens. Don't worry about that. That's gonna have to happen anyway. So why worry about it? I don't. The problem is when I was sick, it knocked my appetite out. It knocked my taste out, my smell.
Okay, how come all of that left me, but I still eat?
That's you. I don't know. I tell you about me. Me and you is different. And I never have no trouble to breathe, but
his chest was tight.
it let me sleep. I lost about 7 pounds in like 5 days.
He said,
I don't eat nothing for like 5 days. I don't feel like eating nothing.
You lost 7 pounds in 9 days.
Whatever day was it.
He said he could breathe, but his chest was tight. Do the math. They said, do the maths. Do the maths.
What's supposed to know?
What the hell fell out
I'm
of your
drooling now
mouth?
because I'm eating.
What the hell fell out of your mouth? Coffee?
I coffee, tea.
Same difference.
But people, that stuff ain't nothing to play with.
For me?
You know, I think for me, it deal with me harder than Bob's because the kind of work I used to do, it's just solving all day and paint and all that stuff, get in my lungs and different stuff. And
Tell them, for the people that don't know, we have a lot of new people. Okay, first of all, shout out to all the old people who's been with me forever and ever and the people who came on recently. And shout out to the brand new people who joined today, who followed today, guys. Thank you so much. Tell what we used to do for a living.
I used to do bottle decorating for a living.
Explain what that is. You sit down with a lead pen and draw decoration by the bottle. That's what people got. You see how the thing blink? The camera blinked just now. I hope it doesn't do that in editing because that will cause trouble for it to save. Okay, go ahead now.
What we do, all I do is decorate plastic bottles. You see like your shampoo bottles and all these bottles in the store that have paint and it got the word printing on the bottle. That's what I used to do for a living.
So it's silk screening, but not on clothes.
Not on clothes, on bottles. All different design, all different colors and stuff.
We
like
didn't
that.
do labels. It was silk screening.
It's straight on the bottle. The paint goes straight on the bottle.
And in the beginning of his career, the company he worked for used mostly conventional paint or ink. They call it ink. Man, that stuff smelled nasty. It smelled nastier than the paint you use to paint your house because you use water-based paint to paint your house, right? It's oil-based, right?
Which one?
The conventional ink. The oil-based? That thing smelled bad. It burned up your eye, all type of stuff. We only used it like one time for one customer for a small amount, for some jars or something one time, right? We never did that again as we owned our own business. But when Joe worked for the man, he had to use what they were using. And it took years for them to transfer over to UV inks, which has no smell, no this. But I'm sure it's still messing you up, even though you don't have no smell and all that stuff, right?
While the years, it just keep on bombarding my body. And that's what happened. Low my immune system, and that's why it hit me so hard.
I don't even know if it's your immune system. I know your immune system is what fights off the stuff, but I think your respiratory system is compromised.
Oh yeah. Because I always got mucus and all these kind of things bothering me. I always got a headache because of sinuses and all that stuff. So
he had a sinus infection one time that the doctor gave him Sudafed to take for 6 whole months every day to get rid of the infection because it was close to the eye.
Up there and try to take it out, I could get blind. So before that, no, don't even touch that. Just take all this stuff and see if we could dry it out. So
Well, it worked.
it worked.
Praise God. But I think immune system probably a little bit. So for the nasty person that came to me on Facebook and said, because I said I really believe that taking the Vaseline, you know what I'm talking about, the jab, people complain about that too. Why you call it the jab? That's something negative. Oh my God, just shut up. That's the way the British people say it. We come from Belize. We talk kind of British. So I said I really believe that taking it can, saved our lives, because at least we had some immunity towards the thing, because look how bad Joe gone. This idiot, I know from Facebook, because they come on the Facebook page, the cooking page. And he says it's called building an immune system. And so you know what I tell him? Because I don't let people stop. If people tell you stuff and you let them get away with it, they're going to think that you give them permission to keep telling you that kind of nasty stuff. And I tell them, come back at me when you're hooked up to a ventilator and see what I'll tell you then. Me no play no. So we try to eat healthy. This sausage not healthy.
It's nice though. It's good. It's a beef.
It's a nice change from. I usually just have bread and egg or bread and peanut butter.
It's strictly beefy. It's no mixture, nothing like that. Like.
So I tell you. Was he there? Was he there at the factory? Is it kosher? I said I'm gonna start eating kosher. So I had a lot of heavy nasal congestion, and I think I could have bounced back without taking the antibodies, but they told me to go get them darn antibodies. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what's in those antibodies. But I'm gonna believe God got me.
Well, I'm not afraid to take it, because put it this way. You do a lot of different, you take a lot of different things that you don't know what is in it.
I know when I had the kids, because I'm RH negative and you're RH positive, I had to take antibodies. 3, 4, 5, 6 times, because you have to take it after the first pregnancy, then you have to take it in the 28 weeks into the next pregnancy, and then after that pregnancy, and then after, if you had a miscarriage, after the miscarriage, and then in the next. You see what I'm saying? I took that thing about 5, 6 times in my life, and we don't know what they know that.
Look at the people that take drugs. They take the drugs, but and then you go kill them, but they still take it.
I wanted to talk about.
But this is something you take that more or less will help you to live.
Well.
But people, I mean, you do what you want.
If it was good enough for Bump, we ain't calling his name, the former president. If it was good enough for him, then it's good enough for me. He took it right. I'm saying that if something was going to come upon me, let's say maybe if I was going to get Alzheimer's or something, so I don't want to claim nothing on myself. But let's say I was going to get something like that. Maybe this antibodies block it. You know how sometimes they give you a pill and it's for something else, but it does something else, right? Like Viagra, it was for the heart, but then it does something else, kind of like that. I'm hoping that that's what the antibodies does too. It helped us with the Ronas, but it also does something else positive in our body. That's what I'm thinking.
We're going to find out as the years go by, huh?
No. We're going to find out the good things. Well, I wanted to talk about this football player, Joe.
Yeah.
Did I show you the video?
I saw it on Facebook.
I'm not going to show the video in my thing for 2 reasons. 1, TMZ own the rights, and I don't want to get nude for copyright infringement. And 2, it's too triggering. This ballet, like the YouTubers would say, beat the bricks off of that woman.
But how you get thing for copyright? I mean, it's right there. Everybody is
TMZ on the video. You see them got a big low wall with it.
Oh, okay.
And TMZ is very litigious.
Oh, I know how they're nasty. I don't like them at all.
Joe never did like TMZ. You know how Harvey Levin used to buy my Creole bun, right? When Auntie Radiance used to sell it over there in Beverly Hills,
yeah.
He used to buy my Creole bun. Anyway, I don't know what triggered off this man, but he beat this woman, his baby mama. The baby was in the room. I've watched the video a lot of times and I can't see where the baby was. But it didn't look like the baby was in the bouncing thing. If you guys see the video, see the thing blink again? See the camera blink again just now? I bought a different memory card for this camera too that's going to come today. Hopefully, maybe it needs a faster memory card, The camera is newer. But the woman was so calm. When he was beating her, she wasn't screaming like you think she would. She was just like, please, please. And then when he left, she's like, oh, I can't believe this. Like, Is that how white women take their beating? For real? I mean, it's just not laughing to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like, what? What? What happened to the skillet full of grits? Then I watch media? Huh? I would have something waiting behind that chair.
He was gonna be messed up.
I must have gone out where the lady used to say Sybil Bliss's Institute, Sybil Brad. That's the prison for women over here.
I would never meet a woman all my life. Mm-hmm. When I get married or I tell him better, I told my wife, don't hit me, because I'm not.
I don't believe in that either. I don't believe in women hitting men
either.
either.
Saying, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Because I'm not gonna hit you first, so don't even worry about that.
You only got women will fight women and bass, scratch them up, all type of stuff. Women do that too, you know. But this woman wasn't doing that. And the cat run. You see the cat running at the video? Mm-hmm. The cat booked it. The baby over there to cry. I don't know where the baby was. I said the baby was in the corner. That baby pick up on that, you know. Okay, how young they baby young, they pick up on that violence. I forgot what the man name. That's what I was trying to look up. But the video now, maybe they took it down off of TikTok. Because TikTok was playing the version that didn't have the TMZ logo and it probably TMZ threatened them. The man pick up the woman like a rag doll and throw her across the room. Like from my couch to the TV. That house looked like a trailer. Some kind of trailer that, I mean, he's a whole football player, have this baby mama that live in a trailer.
What did he get from doing that? Just to show him manhood?
He's a coward. I don't know manhood. No, coward. So across the
it's not like the girl fight him back or nothing like that. Leave the girl alone.
The girl didn't even start like slapping him or anything like that. The girl was just telling him something. And first he threw food at her, I think. That's the
way to disappear.
Earl? Ask the district chicks about Earl. And Wanda and Marianne. Ask them. So I don't know who put the video out there, but the video is edited from 2 different camera angles in the house. What happened? He don't know she have camera in there. He don't care.
Maybe he don't care.
You know that? Will that tell me, Joe? He's beat her several times before. The way she took it so easy.
Maybe she set it up because she know what's going on. Who knows? I'm not saying setting up for you.
No, set up the camera.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no apology from him. I don't want to hear no, I'm going to go into therapy. I don't want to hear nothing.
They should charge him and put him in
lock your ass up
for 3 months or so.
Which 3 months? You said that's what they're going to do or that's what they should do?
I said that's what they're going to do. Maybe
He needs some years. He beat that woman like it was a man. And the woman was, and that baby there right there, me not have no sympathy for him. You know, from the time Chris Brown beat me and I can't stand Chris Brown, right? I don't want to look at him. And Rihanna for taking him back a couple of times too, I done with she too.
Look at Rihanna. Make up your mind this time not gonna happen.
When there was some other thug. Huh? She there with some other thug. I don't know why these pretty girls always want to go with these damn thugs. I'm like,
What she want?
We have Cora on the scene. You like my plate? I bought this specifically for the mukbang. I need to buy you one, Daddy.
I guess.
I like the white plate there for the mukbang one.
Yeah.
So, the man up on the run.
I get it.
Recently, they said it's a Belizean girl. I think she named Monica. Not Bishop. Baptist. Maybe it's your friend, people. You don't got a friend named Baptist? Yeah, so she's a Belizean girl. Pretty girl.
She mixed, huh?
Well, all of we not mixed up Belize.
Oh, that's true.
So, they said she was dating some Jamaican, looked like a whole friggin' thug. Gone baby with her or something. And she broke off the relationship and moved on and started a new relationship. And I don't know where he find her, in the street somewhere. I don't know how. I don't know the whole story.
So she wasn't with him then?
Then we broke up.
Oh, okay. I thought they were living together.
I heard when she went to pick up the picnic from school, he went and found her in the car. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, no, tell me the story down below.
Well, if it's like that, put his ass back for a good 2 years.
Oh, he dead. Let me finish my story. He dead. He's dead.
I mean, he's dead.
Okay, let me tell the story. So he choke out the girl, and they said something about a
What are we talking
sharp
about?
object.
We're talking about the same girl that.
We're talking about the Belizean girl, Monica Baptist. We offer that white girl.
Oh, okay.
We offer this. We into another story.
Oh, well, I never know. Go ahead.
Is he listening to me? Oh my God! This is how our conversations go all day. He doesn't listen and a deaf, which he is hearing him here, but that don't know deafness. He's not listening.
Sometimes I have to play like I'm deaf.
When we talk about your Maya here,
I know I'm deaf.
When we talk about your Maya here,
but if I don't play that, then I come.
I'm talking loud as I could be.
So because I don't want to, I got things to do. I do something. I don't want to be bothered. I don't hear you.
You hear that now, right? You see, pretty much they confess that he's ignoring me. Anyways, let's go back to this story that the dog the shake. So why the dogs do that? We looked at up one time and not tell me why. Why did they shimmy like that? So the man killed the lady and it says something with like a sharp stabbing, but they not say knife and strangulation and me don't know what all into the girl Pretty Joe. I don't know why pretty have anything to do with it, but I always feel like if you're pretty, you have a head start in life. If you're pretty or handsome, you got a head start in life, right?
Do I have a head start in life?
Yes, baby. So anyways, killed the poor girl, went on the run, and they caught up with him in Arizona. And you know them people down there don't play. They kai his backside. He dead.
Oh, okay.
You hear the story now?
They were living over here?
Iran. They were living in California.
Oh, that's okay.
Iran. Run to Arizona. They don't play over there.
And they caught him.
Kai.
Wait, he was trying to shoot the police or something?
Me no know.
Because
you see why I don't like tell Joe's story? He always wants to know parts of the story that I don't know.
I mean, why they shoot him if he tried to hurt police them or something?
I'm going to ask Ramadana, one of my viewers that has become a friend. Please tell me the whole story because I know you know everything that go on down there in LA with them Belize people. Because please tell me the story.
If the police shoot him just like that without something going to be in the wrong, just depends on what happened. So
it's just like another Belize girl that got killed where I know the grandma is the auntie to one of mommy's friend, young pretty girl, 22 years old, and I hear it's some type of altercation and the people in Harlow come back with gun and oh Lord have mercy, you can't get in a fight with people no more. It's sad. So yeah, coming back to this football player, they're gonna get him. He's on the run. They say his friends are hiding him, but they're gonna get him because it's not right. It's not right for you to do that. Come on. This is a woman you're beating up like this. And your baby the right there. You don't have no heart. You make the baby grow up for be just like him.
If the woman don't want you no more, leave her alone.
No, I don't know if this is not a woman that don't want him no more. I don't know what she did because he says you say that I'm destructive, but you want to try to break up relationship, blah, blah. I don't know if she wanted to break up. And their white girl don't break up with these dudes. They latch on to them thinking I'm going to be a baby mama and I'm going to get, child support, yada, yada. Maybe they love them. Maybe they... Child, I'm not going to bow down to no man like that. No human being, no man. Because it's like, you knock me, I'm done.
Boy your head down.
You knock me, I'm done. I'm going to beat you. You have to sleep at some point. And Bagan still exists, Explain to the people what a Bagan.
It's a fly repellent.
Roach spray.
Roach spray.
Roach spray. That's the one that they used to put in the pan and go so. Why they put it like that? It never used to come in an aerosol can, right? Yeah. It was like an oil. Right. They put it in a pan.
And they fill it. That old time spray.
You pump it like bicycle pump. It still exists, and you need to sleep.
And that stuff kill you, folks. You spray it in your nose, you're gone. Just like how you kill a roach.
I just may put it in your eye. You see these same forks and thing like this? Joe is still making the fruit bowls. He made this one for his sister's birthday. We can show it because he already showed it to his sister. The sister had a birthday on the 14th of November, and he showed it to her when it was more than halfway done, right? It was almost done. He needed to put like 6 more pieces in. So he puts knives on the bottom and he welds it. And I noticed he'll cut this one, yeah? So Joe's still doing these. These are $100. And for the person on Facebook that says, "Oh, it's something it take him 2 hours to put together."
This takes
Go
time.
suck your
people.
mama.
It takes time because you gotta sit there. You gotta match it to where it's supposed to will. No,
This thing took him days.
every one you make is different.
I noticed how you got this spoon ton. I noticed a lot of things. You cut this fork right here, right? Then you got this full spoon the next way, and it's little nuts and bolts that he puts to hold it because he used to spot weld it, but then it get black and nasty and dirty. Then it fall apart later on, like years later. So then he has to go cut all the head of the leaf, screw it off, right? It's a lot of things to do. His sister bought like two or three from him already, and she wanted one because she gave them away to her, son and whoever else as gift. And she says, "I don't have none for myself." And Joe said, "Well, I stopped make that." And she goes, "I want one, please. I want to put my order in whenever you have the time." So Joe made it and given it to her as a gift for her birthday. So she was excited when she saw it. So if you go to the website and you see that it says out of stock, it's because he doesn't have any made. But whenever he makes one, we'll put it back in stock and we'll let you know there's only one. There's no lies about it. You know what? I don't lie in marketing.
No, I don't.
A lot of people lie in marketing and they'll tell you, "I only bought 50 books, No, I'll let you know when I'm running out of books. You know what I mean? I have books in stock right now. I'm not going to run out. And this is not in stock right now. But if you wanted one and you could DM me or something and say,
I'll make it for you, but it take time.
"Can Joe make one for me?" It's $100. It's not going to be this big. It's not going to be this big.
It could be this big, but you got to pay the shipping.
How are we going to put that in a box?
A different box.
Well, you're going to have to pay the full shipping because then you have to put it in a regular box and you can't get the priority. Well, you're going to get priority shipping, but it's going to be expensive. It won't be flat rate.
This is the biggest one I make. This one hold a lot of fruits and stuff.
It won't be flat rate, okay? Joe have a smaller one. I'll show you guys at the end. I'll turn the camera on that smaller one. That one fits in the oh, sorry, baby. You got it? In the flat rate. The big flat rate priority box. That's what we're trying to do. So that flat rate priority box is like what, 15 something, right, for the shipping?
Something like that.
So if you're not doing that, you're probably gonna pay $30 to ship it because it's too big, right? So we're trying to like work it because I can't give the shipping for free because the post office don't give me nothing for free. Every time I go there, they raise the price. Joe gonna bring it. Joe can't wait.
This is the smallest.
But I don't drop my grapefruit.
This is the smallest one.
This one fits in the big priority box. You have to raise it up a little bit and let me see it. See? But they hold a lot, even though it's smaller. That's mine. And he's going to make me another one.
I'll make a big one like that again.
He's going to make a big one like that for me to put potatoes and onions. This is just fruits in this one right here.
This is the smallest one. This is one you could ship.
Uh-huh. And then, you know what? I'll measure it and tell you the size, like the width and the height and all that stuff, right? But you see what all goes in there. So my friend Gary that's been working on my website has been really doing the do on my website. He put in the SEO thing, Joe. Joe, sit down and can't see your pretty face, baby. Sit down.
Ooh, you want to show off my pretty face?
So he's been working, and when you Google the Bare Pantry Show, my website comes up first. So and it's been getting clicks. Joe, did I tell you? I got like 17 clicks yesterday from Google searches.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Thank you, Gary. Gary has been such a blessing to me. You guys check in the description below for Gary's link. He sells the beach towels. Remember the big round beach towel with the toucan and the lion and all that stuff on it? He sells those. So can you patronize Gary if you get it? I mean, people are not going to the beach right now, but you want to get it now. We use it several times at the beaches here, right, babe? Mm-hmm. So shout out to Gary. What else am I selling? My 3 physical cookbooks. And we're selling the ebook for the weight loss. December 4th will make a year since I've been doing this thing, and I've lost about 32 pounds. I'm down to about 167 point something. And then, what else? The ebook, the Thanksgiving ebook. I'm not going to be doing a Christmas ebook. This ebook is just going to have to get you through the holidays because it's too much. It was too much for me to do. I think what I'm going to do eventually is go back into my physical book. I was writing that cake book. Mm-hmm. Go back into it, see what all I'm going to put in there. And it might eventually turn from a dessert/cake book into like a book of comfort foods. So we'll have other foods in there, that anything that's comforting to eat. It might turn into something like that. Mm-hmm. Eventually. I can't tell you a time frame that I'm going to have that book ready because I don't even want to start writing it. I mean, I have about 30 recipes in there with alone cake, but I don't want to go back into it right now. I'm tired. I'm making a little reality show. Joe, isn't it coming out cute?
Coming on cute.
There's stuff that's happening that I can't share with you because it's going to go in a reality show. If I share it here, then why are you going to watch my reality show? So it's going to be on my Patreon, $5 a month for the Patreon.
You know,
I've always, one second baby, I've always told you guys that if you join my Patreon for 1 month and you can't afford it the next month, me and you are not going to be enemies. I'm going to understand that you only had the $5 to give me and I'm going to appreciate it, okay? Go ahead, boo.
no, we're just not telling. We can't show it to them because it's when you get spanking.
Boy, shut up. So,
I put over my knee.
spank your mom. So, let me continue my commercials, please. So, what else do I have now? Oh, the reality show is going to be 6 episodes. And my friend asked me, how is it different from the vlogs? It's different. When I do the vlogs, I just tape random things that's happening in the sequence that they happen. So if something happened at 9 this morning and something happened at 12 this afternoon, then it falls in sequence of that day. And I record over the course of a few days. I think I'm going to be doing Vlogmas when December starts, December 1st. I'm going to be doing Vlogmas at the Patreon. And Gary's working on doing the membership at my site. Well, it'll still be the $5 for the membership. And if you don't want to like download another app, yada yada, you could go straight to my website and sign up for the membership there. And it'll be recurring again, and you can stop it at any time. We'll set it up that way. The way the reality show is recorded, I named 6 episodes, and I started record like episode 1, and then I did a cliffhanger. It was so really good. I'm gonna give you guys anxiety, and then I went into episode 2, and then after that I had nothing for episode 3. I drew a blank, but I wanted it in that sequence, right? So I went all the way to like episode 5.
Yeah,
Stuff popped up for episode 5 for what I named it. You know? Mm-hmm. And so I did the whole of episode 5, and now episode 5 is leading into episode 6, and I don't have nothing for episode 3 or 4.
He can come.
It'll come back. Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. That gives me confirmation that it'll come.
That's where you go sometime when you start thinking, you really don't know what happened, then pretty soon it just pop right up.
And they interact, the episodes interact with each other, because like some stuff unfolded where I'm going to go back and go, remember when I said this in that last episode? Well, this is what we're talking about. And each episode has a little cliffhanger, and some of them are just like mild and tame, and some of them are going to give you anxiety. I'm warning you. But just know that because we are so transparent and honest, if something bad had happened to us, I would have come and told you guys. I wouldn't wait to tell you no damn reality show, okay? So that's how it's different than the vlog. I'm glad my friend asked me, because I'm still trying to fine tune it in my brain. You hear that dog, the girl? When Cora, every time she lay down, she go like it's a chore to lay down.
Don't mess with me.
No, it's a chore to lay down.
She always out there.
So, and if you say, Barbara, why are you always doing all these things? It's because when we had our shop, I controlled nothing. I couldn't control the printing, because Joe pretty much was the only one that knew how to print, turn on the machine, yada yada, right? The thing blink again just now. Because I can control what I do here for a living, I'm not going to lay in bed or sit on the couch and whine and cry and go, oh, I wish God would just bless me. I wish that I could be like B-Loves, where I could just eat, make millions of dollars. That's not what he had in store for me. So even though I've been doing YouTube forever, I can't get to 100,000 in forever. I'm still struggling to get to 95,000, but I appreciate the people that are coming. And I don't make a ton of money, so then I have to diversify. They say to do that anyways in your investments, right?
You have to.
I have to open different streams of income.
One stream of income.
So I do YouTube, I do Facebook, I do Amazon, I do reviews for Amazon, and I post them at my little influencers page. Check below for that. If you click on that link and you watch any of my little videos, they're like a minute and a half long, and then you buy anything that you buy for 24 hours, I get paid on, okay? So just remember, that's one way you can contribute to the show. And then I also set up my Pexels, PEXELS.com. I'm going to put it below, because I use footage from Pexels. When I do my commercials and stuff for my business, I use footage from Pexels. And so I realized that I can also put footage up there. You don't get paid. Pexels don't pay you. Get into the little contest to win at least $100 here and there. But if the people would only follow my Instagram and my YouTube, that's payment for me. And also if they wanted to donate to my PayPal, $1 here, a couple bucks there, $5 there, that would be amazing also. I haven't gotten any donation yet, but that doesn't rule it out. Joe, I got 500 something views, you know, at my Pixels page already. And it's just random little snippets that I'm putting up. You know, like if you're eating a piece of cake, you boom, put that up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, you guys, be good to yourself first of all, because I think a lot of us feel like we can't be good to ourselves, and it's like it's a sin, you know, to care about yourself first, because you have to put on your mask first, the oxygen mask I'm talking about, and then you can take care of others. You know, you can't just like pour your whole self out into your husband and your kids and your grandkids and your dog and everything else and don't take care of you, because then who's going to take care of you? I saw Tanya TKO said that the other day she got sick. She didn't say if it was the Rona, so I assume that it's not. I think if it was, she would have said. And she had to take a few days off of doing content, and she says, when you get sick, everybody scatter. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Anyways, guys, you have anything else to add, baby?
I think we're good.
Can you take me to Walmart to look for fabric? I need to sew a top, a hat, and a mask.
I'll drop you off and call me when you finish.
For a function that I have to go to tomorrow that I can't talk about.
You gonna show a hat and a mask?
A shirt, a hat, and a mask.
Oh, you got a problem. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
Yet he's gonna do it. Why?
Why?
Because you love me and you want me to look pretty.
What I gotta do with it?
And you want me to feel
What
pretty.
I gotta do with it?
Because sometimes you could look pretty but don't feel pretty, you know. Well, no, the man don't say what I gotta do with it. That's Tina Turner. The man said, Lord, don't lay here no more. That's what the old black man said when he came here. He said, you from Belize? He came to put one of those swamp coolers in from the state, I guess, from the state or the city. Me take the Ross out as he left. That thing ugly. Anyways, he says, you guys from Belize? Oh, I dated this Belizean woman one time. She was a really nice lady, but I broke up with her. And we go, why? What happened? And he goes, she wanted to get married. And in my old age, I'm like, I'm not. He was in his late 50s at that time. You were in your 30s and I was in my 20s, right? And he said, and I tell this woman, Lord, don't lay here no more.
Bye, people. I gotta go.
I love you. Remember, guys, we're not buying this book. Why? Because my distributor is ripping me off and not paying me any of my royalties. So for this reason, I redid the book that's being sold on Amazon and I made this book. I removed a bunch of the recipes from the first book because I did not deem them to be authentically Belizean enough. And I put a bunch of brand new recipes in here. So you're going to get more for your money, okay? So when you buy this book, you're going to find that the recipes are very easy to understand and the dishes are going to come out perfect the very first time. So this book was made in 2018. In the middle of the pandemic in 2020, I made this book, The Pantry Laid Bare, and this is restaurant quality, no, not restaurant quality, better than restaurant quality meals at home. Now in 2021, I have my brand new book. This one's called No More Leftovers. Why? Because I reduced some of the recipes from this book, and I put a bunch of brand new recipes in there, but they're all small batches, all right? Now to purchase, all you have to do is visit my website, www.barepantryshow.com. You can shop safely and securely at www.barepantryshow.com.